Good day, I'm Brian Williams, NBC News, on what is a history-making day for all the subjects of the Queen of England and for television viewers and radio listeners worldwide. The Queen of England is about to break precedent. She is heard from publicly only twice a year normally, her annual Christmas address to the people and her address to Parliament on the state of the Union there. But this is different. As she chose to do during the Gulf War, she will break precedent, break tradition, as she did already once today, greeting the public with her husband, Prince Philip, receiving the wishes, the flowers of her subjects, but people who are complete strangers, part of the crowd of thousands turning out outside Buckingham Palace. In 5 seconds, the Queen will begin her remarks. Here now, the Queen of England.
Since last Sunday's dreadful news, we have seen throughout Britain and around the world an overwhelming expression of sadness at Diana's death. We have all been trying in our different ways to cope. It is not easy to express a sense of loss, since the initial shock is often succeeded by a mixture of other feelings: disbelief, incomprehension, anger, and concern for those who remain. We have all felt those emotions in these last few days. So what I say to you now, as your Queen and as a grandmother, I say from my heart. First, I want to pay tribute to Diana myself. She was an exceptional and gifted human being. In good times and bad, she never lost her capacity to smile and laugh, nor to inspire others with her warmth and kindness. I admired and respected her for her energy and commitment to others, and especially for her devotion to her 2 boys. This week at Balmoral, we have all been trying to help William and Harry come to terms with the devastating loss that they and the rest of us have suffered. No one who knew Diana will ever forget her. Millions of others who never met her, but felt they knew her, will remember her. I, for one, believe there are lessons to be drawn from her life and from the extraordinary and moving reaction to her death. I share in your determination to cherish her memory. This is also an opportunity for me, on behalf of my family, and especially Prince Charles and William and Harry, to thank all of you who have brought flowers, sent messages, and paid your respects in so many ways to a remarkable person. These acts of kindness have been a huge source of help and comfort. Our thoughts are also with Diana's family and the families of those who died with her. I know that they too have drawn strength from what has happened since last weekend, as they seek to heal their sorrow and then to face the future without a loved one. I hope that tomorrow we can all, wherever we are, join in expressing our grief at Diana's loss and gratitude for her all too short life. It is a chance to show to the whole world the British nation united in grief and respect. May those who died rest in peace, and may we, each and every one of us, thank God for someone who made many, many people happy.
As the picture fades to black, the Queen of England has just made history. A live address to her subjects, as she said, as your queen and as a grandmother. Modern media being what they are, she was also talking to hundreds of millions of people around the world who either watched that just now with us or will see it on numerous tape replays throughout the day. The Queen of England has apparently reacted to the overwhelming public sentiment in the days and hours, really, following the death of Princess Diana, saying, in effect, that she too feels the great sadness going through her nation and around the world, and assuring everyone that she is carefully watching over the 2 young princes left behind. That is the balcony from which the Queen addressed the nation and, again, a television audience around the world. The television lights still very much visible. They were visible before the speech, and there was speculation that indeed that would be the location of the live address. We are fortunate enough to be joined by Lord Jeffrey Archer, who is known worldwide, perhaps, perhaps, in addition to being a Conservative Party official in that country, for his writing skills and his observations of things British. And Lord Archer, let me begin. Is this, as some have put it, a case where the roles have been switched? The Queen usually looked to provide leadership for her people, taking the lead in this case from the sentiment of the people for today's remarks.
Well, I think there's no doubt that we've all been staggered by the way Britain has reacted to the Princess of Wales' death. It'd be foolish to pretend otherwise. And they reacted a little after we did because they were mourning in Scotland in a very understandable way. But I think what they've done today with the walkabouts, both at Kensington and at Buckingham Palace, would have cheered people up immensely. And I thought the speech we just heard was remarkable. It certainly no doubt about her admiration, respect and love for Diana, and certainly no doubt about the depth of feeling she had for her as a mother and the way she took care of her children. I think today has been a triumph for the royal family after not a very good beginning at the week.
And I guess natural question we have to ask sounds almost like a question that would rise out of American politics and an election year politics is, was it enough, and does it come in time?
I think it probably does, because I think what will happen tomorrow is the nation will put behind everything else that's happened this week and concentrate on the one thing, the funeral of the woman they love so much. As I came to you this evening, I travelled past the House of Lords and round Parliament Square. It is already packed with people who are willing to sleep in the rain all night just to say they were there. It's quite remarkable. I have never seen anything like it in my life, and I suspect tomorrow will be even more remarkable.
Jeffrey Archer, former British MP, thank you for your analysis of the speech just passed. Again, in the words of the Associated Press in a bulletin, Queen Elizabeth calls the response to Princess Diana's death an overwhelming expression of sadness. The Queen addressing her subjects and a worldwide television audience live from the balcony of Buckingham Palace. We want to remind you, we will have coverage all day on MSNBC on cable, all evening on NBC Nightly News on the NBC television network, Dateline NBC this evening at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. As we move into the morning hours, coverage again begins of the funeral and the burial of Princess Diana. We want to take a look briefly at the Queen of England one more time from earlier. This is the Queen taking the good wishes of the people outside Buckingham Palace. Again, for a Queen who is such an enigma to her subjects, let alone the people around the world, watching her every move, her every emotion so carefully. The Queen, political analysts will tell us throughout this day, no doubt, did today what she had to do. She became one of them. She publicly expressed the sadness so many are feeling, seen there with her son, the former husband of Diana, Prince Charles, and the young Prince Harry. That will be our coverage for now. More news later on this NBC television station.
Right now is you.
This continues. Mother Teresa has died. We'll take a look back at her life in just a minute.
But first, the family of Dodi Al-Fayed has released surveillance video of Princess Diana's final hours. The video shows the couple entering and leaving the Ritz. As you can see, the video is neither disturbing nor revealing, but the Al-Fayed family considers it important that the public sees it.
Also today, the Queen made a rare public appearance.
I hope that tomorrow we can all, wherever we are, join in expressing our grief at Diana's loss and gratitude for her all-too-short life.
And the princes that Diana left behind greeted the crowds at Kensington Palace today. Thousands have already started to get in place for tomorrow's funeral.
We'll have more on that story in just a moment. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lauren.